What's up, everyone? What's up? Let's. So, just a quick explanation. First of all, welcome to our live stream. We are going to be live Monday to Friday for the New York session. The hottest time, my favorite time, 9:30 exactly, is my favorite time. So we're going to be live, um, 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern time, which is exactly inside that window. My strategy is based on DMA and Fibonacci. I'm going to follow my own rules. However, due to the 1 hour live stream that we have and my own setup is a little well, it doesn't have to stay on the charts for my regular setup. It's more of a swing, but I made a little change to be um, a little day trading for you guys and for the sake of my own YouTube channel as well. So what you are looking at right now is AUD USD. This is the pair I'm looking right now, and looking pretty nice. Probably gonna be the trade of the day for us. We have a very nice bullish momentum in higher time frame of daily and 3 hour. We have a nice respect to our levels in DMA. And just before New York session in London, they had a stop hunt to the low of previous day. This is textbook Tuesday reversal, and then coming above the level. So I'm expecting price to go to this level high of the Monday, and we'll see how it's gonna play out. Let me change this to purple, and yeah, I'm gonna put this one here too. So basically, this is the first one. I'm already into this one, and we're going to basically use the levels or higher low of the days. Depends on what is closer to us. This one is below level and the low of the day. So our first TP going to be about 35 pips. This is probably where we're going break even. And the next TP is 78 pips. And obviously after that, it's better looking at it here. 73,500. This is the three take profit level that I have for this one. But one thing you have to pay attention is that we are going to take these trades into the daily matter. However, um, playing it out might take longer because we be looking at daily and 3 hour to align on all of our setups. Um, so the only way we get into the entry is when we have a confirmation in a higher time frame. I don't just jump into lower time frame to do some analysis or whatever. Everything is set on higher time frame, and then we just enter on lower time frame. That's why trade might take longer to play out. You know, I'm just gonna quickly go over my other pairs. You can see the list on the right side. We have green light, we have red light, and we have yellow light, and we have a no trade. No trade, these are the no trade ones. I don't actually execute, I do only analysis, because I do so if it's cryptocurrency, I do trade them in terms of holding. I do buy them and hold them. Silver, same thing, physical. And oil too, I want to be, you know, aware of what's happening in the market. So these are the no trades one. The red light, yellow light, and green light, I'm quickly going to explain and go over them for you guys. So the green light, we have a system. If you join GPG school community, you will get access to the indicators and the rules that we have. The system that we have, I call it protocol 369. Inside the protocol 369, you learn how to use these indicators to your advantage. And lastly, there is a kind of analogy or another kind of system inside that protocol 369, which I call it the watchtower system. It basically goes over the watch list once a week and filter them into red, yellow, and green lights. The purpose is to identify the pairs that are done manipulating and are ready to gain the momentum. And why do we call it watchtower? Because we take it from, a watchtower in an airport. Not all planes are ready to fly. some are on maintenance, some of them are just arriving, and some are ready to take off. Our goal is to take each pair as a plane in an airport. The red light is on service. The yellow light just arrived. We need, time. Sorry, the red light just arrived. We're gonna leave them alone. The yellow light not ready yet, but the green lights are the pairs that are more possible or more probable to make them move. And how do we know? Based on daily and 3 hour momentum, as you can see here, and how respectful it becomes to DMA. Puts the pairs into green light. Okay, so if you take a look on Euro AUD and GBP AUD, kind of a correlation. All of them are going into same direction in terms of AUD pairs. However, the Euro AUD and the GBP AUD are not the area of interest for me. I would love to have entries close as possible to levels or DMAs. So nothing here. Looking at GBP USD, um, this looks like a good pushing back to DMA. I would love to see a clear of the momentum. The sell momentum needs to be done. Right now we are seeing a nice W with the respect to the level. I do love it. However, nothing else really have there. Yeah. You see the lower time frames are pretty bearish. Higher time frames, in daily, we just have a clue that the real trend hasn't changed yet. Basically, that's what it says. And the Euro USD, pretty same thing. NZ USD is good. So basically, I think we found already the best one, which is AUD USD, because in terms of being close to levels and DMAs, I do like it here. Let me take a look at 15 minutes real quick too. The 15 minutes is bearish, but I don't really care about 15 minutes much. 30 minutes, 3 hour, 4 hour daily. These are 1 hour. Let me look at 1 hour too. See, 1 hour looks much better. But we'll see what happens. So basically, the only trade that I have right now is AUD USD. This is why I had this idea of playing while trading, because in my setup there is lots of waiting. There's so much waiting, not many action usually. So let's see. There is about 22 minutes and 45 seconds. Well, it's counting down for this to close. We're gonna see how it's gonna be. I do love GBP USD and Euro USD, to be honest with you, but I need them to be in a better place a little bit, or at least some candle confirmation showing me the momentum is down. Well, the momentum is up actually. I'm quickly looking at the rest of the pairs that are in yellow. Why do I look at it? Because after Monday and Tuesday there might be some changes and make them available to trade, and we don't usually look at the yellow. But for the sake of YouTube live, I'm gonna take a look at gold also for you guys, and we can take a look at US30 as well. I'm not sure if I see the chat here. No. I don't even know how to look at the chat right now. Get US30 as well. There is no chat. Nice. Alright. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to keep the chat on here so I don't have to look at it all the time. I guess that's a oh, here view. So I figured the chat as well. Now I can see the chat too. Nice. I love OBS. Alright, so let's take a look at gold. So overall, I think gold is bearish due to the DMAs on daily, but it's very important to see how this candle is going to close in about 8 hours, right? Looking at 3 hour and 30 minutes, it looks bullish, and that's why the pair is on red. I don't trade the pairs that even 3 different time frame can get into same decision, let alone me, so that's why it's on red lights. I believe it's gonna consolidate here for now because I need to see the 7 minutes. If we wanna close below this, it's not gonna make much of a move. It's about like 200 pip, but some people love that 200 pip on gold or 300 pip. I don't know. Alright, nothing on gold for me. Looking at GJ looking nice. Sorry, my bad. Doesn't look nice. I think the gap is going to be filled. The daily is not really respectful to DMA. We have a cross here, but yeah, not much of a movement with that massive moves. Two of them. I think it's gonna be staying in this zone. Alright. The Bitcoin is pretty bullish in my opinion, and especially the alt season is coming. I told you guys that I posted on Instagram on my stories that the altcoin season is coming. Hope you guys are in there. If you're not, make sure to subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram or Facebook group that we have. Lots of posts coming every day. It's not me talking, it's actually every YouTube video that I watch and I love, I make it into the different short videos for you, hoping to learn something. None of the videos that I share on YouTube, on Instagram or YouTube Shorts are not lifestyle videos. If you go check like last 100 videos that I shared, none of them is even my face in it. It's all about trading podcast, great information, awesome tips. Sometimes it's even like a therapy for myself. I go to my own channel, listen to what I posted for you guys because it's people with a lot of experience and a lot of success telling us something. So please make sure to have them subscribe and follow. And don't forget to leave reaction, like, subscribe, comment, all that. Alright, so I'm bored. Let's go to the next scene. Hey. I was talking to an AI about this idea of playing Counter Strike while trading, and even the AI was like, "What?" So, I'm gonna tell you guys from now, I'm not a good gamer. I'm not so good at this Counter Strike. But it's what can I say? It's nostalgia for me. So let me have it. Let me get this guy here too. Areas a little bit so I can see it better. Okay, that works. Alright, let's play. So this is death match. It's not because we're trading. I don't want to handling the live. I don't want to be messing up the game for people who are actually playing. you know, the planting the bomb and shit. I don't even have like my stuff. I'm not in the chat or anything, so they can easily kill me and we can easily go back to the chart. Currently the AUD is on drawdown as I'm looking at, and nobody here to kill. How did you like the thumbnail? The thumbnail was pretty cool. That was my own idea. The bot killed me? Sometimes the bots are too you'll be sorry. That username. People are so crazy. People are so crazy. I'm going to touch that level hopefully. Don't kill me when I'm I entered a little bit before, so basically my entry is kind of here. Yeah. They killed me. Sometimes people kill me before I even stand a chance of looking at anything. I don't know. Some people are just locked into the screen. Just like that. I used to play this back then. Well, there is now, but the start of the GameNet era. When there was like that, there wasn't online games or anything like this, like UFC. There was like the only way you could play with your friends or something like that, it was to go basically to your local game net. It was to basically go to your local game net and have your squad there and play. And I used to take my brother, well, my niece actually, but he's not much longer than us, so I used to take him there and we play together this one, and then I saw it's the new version is up too, so I'm not missing this freaking thing. I so love it that I still have the same kind of, you know, game is pretty much the same. The guns are pretty much the same. So that's my favorite thing about it. I don't think you guys are used to being that relaxed while trading. My friends are jealous of me that how I can just get into a trade and just, you know, not give a damn what's happening. And that's because I really trust my setups. I really trust my setup. I really don't care ever who says what analysis the other guys have. Not that I don't agree with anybody or I don't, you know, respect anybody else. No, I do respect every traders. I do respect every strategy. But jeez, that was sick. I do respect every strategy and every trader. However, there is rights and wrongs. In my opinion, some would not matter um, as much as we say it's gonna make you loser. No. However, there are some of them that is deal breaker. So if you have, for example, not having a solid risk management plan, not risking the same percentage during the trades, these are in long term it's gonna mess you up, right? In long term, you have no chance of making it if you have a bad risk management. So if you're coming and telling me that yeah, I do this, I don't risk like that, whatever. Um, I'm not gonna argue with you. I just don't agree with you, you know. And you're not gonna make me accept the fact that you're wrong. But if it comes to strategy or something, oh Jesus. If it comes to strategy or like, um, you know, drawing stuff like that, I really don't care what you do as long as you make money. I don't care what you do. Just don't come and act like you're a super trader if you're into the trades without any management and you're into trade for like 10 seconds. That's not trading in my opinion. Well, you are making money maybe from trading, but don't call yourself really trader. In my opinion, you have an idea about the market. Like, I'm not calling myself a gamer. Why? Because even a bot can play. So, do I like gaming? Yes. Do I play? Hell yeah. Am I good at it? I'm just there in the game, in the server. People can kill me. So, just like that. So, be humble. Be humble. If you make couple dollar, don't think you're a god of trades or whatever. Don't disrespect others because of their strategy or whatever. It's not like yours. So we can see it on the charts. The respect to the level is nice. We have about 8 minutes, and this round is going to finish in 6 minutes. So after this, we're gonna go chart a little bit and see what's up. I'm gonna go shot. Oh, I don't have shotgun. What the hell? I gotta fix that later. Let's see what's this. Oh, once the guy was using this gun, killed me so many times during the game. I seen his username on my screen more than I've seen like anything else. Where are you? Damn, hot. I was sick. That was not sick. I am sorry. So I usually play the Dust 2 and more famous maps when playing casual, and then I do deathmatch on nukes. This one. And then if I wanna play hardcore or do arm race, we'll probably play all of them. I don't have the patience for casual sometimes because I'm not much good at it. So, oh, that was a bot. What the I have to watch my language for YouTube, man. Oh no. forgot what I was saying. Man, this is much more fun than whatnot. Okay, so AUD going above the DMA. I would be super happy if it closes above that DMA. You sneaky terrorist. Guess who's sorry now? Me. Man, that username is so funny. You'll be sorry. Yeah, there he is. When one is not enough. And my mouse is not really a gaming mouse either. It's more of a trading mouse. I'm gonna get a gaming mouse soon and a gaming keyboard. Maybe this AUD USD gonna pay for it today. It's 2 minutes. Who's there? Oh, you're there. I was a bot too. How many bots do we have? It's all bots. It's me and 3 people. We're 3 only. Damn. I'm sorry. Imagine the people who come to my live to see some nice live gameplay and then they see me trading and I'm not even good at game. Sorry guys. Oh my god, that's funny. I'm not really seeing anything on the YouTube. If you guys are seeing it now, or if you're watching the recording in case, let me know if anything was wrong so I can fix it. Who's sorry now? Who's sorry now? That was a bot. Finish. Alright, I'm gonna get to the main menu and let's go to chart now. Alright, so 2 minutes to candle close. I love this, man. I love this. I'm not gonna report. One of the reasons I didn't start YouTube live is because I had to wait so much. I didn't know what to do and what to say, not to be boring. But now I do. I come here, we play together. Now we don't play together. I play with. Forget about it. 9:30 about to happen now. US30 usually at 9:30 is pretty crazy. And looking at it can be bullish due to the 3 hour and 1 hour. But we're gonna go back to our own pair. AUD USD 30 second for 9:30 candle to close. Now 9:30 sometimes is the magic candle when it's just like everything happened at that time. If you look at the charts that I have here, the second background that is highlighted, there is, so start off, if you followed me, you know that every of these blue lines up from, top to down, this one is the session changeover. That's when 24 hour of market um, finishes. And then inside of it we have three session: Asian, New York, London. So the Asian session is white. The London session, it's not even a London session, it's pre-London, because that's the time I usually might be up to take a look at it. I have to actually adjust this a little bit to, let's do it together. So the candle closed with the respect to the level without the respect to DMA, but we do have a bullish engulfing before that, so that's not much concerning. Looking at 3 hour, we have 1.5 hour for it to close, and looking at 1 hour, we have still 30 minutes to close, and looking pretty nice, looking good. So I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna go 15 minutes just to adjust the time properly. So it's at midnight of Eastern. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Session starts at 9, ends at 1. Yeah, so that's a little bit more interesting, I should say. I'm gonna change the background to little. So, yeah, 8 to 11 should be good. I'm gonna take a look at it really quick for the rest, and to see, just to see if the times are fine. Yeah, pretty nice. Okay, so this is why I'm setting this. I'm just gonna show you one example here. You can see this here. So that's a nice touch to the level when I can actually, if you look at it here, not really taking that trade. Let me see. Not this one. Where is it? It's here. No, wasn't really the trade opportunity, but in terms of timing, it's a good time. It's a session changeover, and the spreads is fine. Usually if you look at this area, this white area, this is what we used to call it Asian session consolidation, right? So we don't have that marked, and then we have a little bit of Asian session, and then we have nothing here during the London, and then we have the New York session, and then again this goes on. Now this is not a guarantee of timing, simply is what I seen during the years of my experience works the best, and it depends on the pair that you're trading to. Um, some pairs are basically like this one: AUD, USD, NZD, USD, JPY pairs. They are the type of pairs that you can see them move during the Asian session too. So yeah, let's go back to my 30 minutes. It's getting cold here. We have a little bit of darkness here. I'm using it to a bit of fix that. All right, so again, nothing else. We can go over a couple of pairs again. Euro AUD coming back up is good. GBP AUD, the only one interesting to me is NZD USD, and since there is a space to the DMAs down here on daily, meaning there is a chance for price to have a stop onto these areas. That's why I chose AUD USD. Let's go back to it. Yeah, that's all we got for now. Let me write this down. Camera, color, fix. That's one thing I should do. And I think on OBS I had something else to do too, no? I can put this up here too. That looks better. Maybe. Yeah. You see the dates, you see the time. You see the time frame too. Okay. And for the charts also sounds very good. No, it's better. Cover me. Cover me. I'm gonna make some little bit of change here. I don't like the way this color is. I don't usually use this. So one thing about my trading that might be interesting to you is that the tools that I use here, most of the time I use it for you guys. Personally, I don't even draw that arrow. I don't even put that thing on my chart too. Literally nothing. I like my chart plain and clean. Alright, enough talking. Back to game. My voice and increase this. YouTube is super freaky about the song and music. Couple of not even live. It was like my Zoom sessions I had with my students, and I had like couple minutes of music before people can join. So I was super bad. Not super bad, I was like, I got a copyright thing, and then the video was removed and all. I don't know why. Should be that big of a deal. basically, it will change it will help you, not a practice per se, not a practice. It's basically, it's called shoot supply. So basically, um, it will help you, it will give you, it will change the guns each 2 to 3 kill, depend on the gun, and then it allows you to experience all type of guns. And the last person, in order to win, he has to use knife. And since I don't like Hamas, I always use CT. I used to like the terrorist character. Back test your shots. I do like how the candles are looking in the AUD USD. I'm sure you guys are watching it. Watching it too. Killed him twice, he got pissed. He got so pissed he had nothing to do just to come back to him. Finally starting to show some good shit. How do you like the candle color? Welcome everyone. Like we're on AUD. If you're late to the live, you can see the chart, you can see the play. We're looking bullish. Same with NZD as well. We're waiting for a 30-minute candle to close in about 16 minutes. And we're using that time to kill. That was a sick headshot the candle. So heavy. struggle of the respect, the struggle for the respect to the level and DMA together is not great. USD is going down. Struggle was real to respect. I didn't know. Just being honest night. Tried to kill you so many times. How can you tell this is a bullish setup? Welcome, man, welcome. So let me get out of here now. So if you take a look at my chart in 3 different time frame that I have up here, you can see on daily and 3-hour time frame I'm extremely bullish. The momentum is building up. We have multiple multiple bullish engulfings, which is a big deal for me. And also let me mark it up for you. So these are the bullish engulfings that are really important for me. These are the type of candles that respected the DMA and levels as well that I have. These are my own indicators, and that's why I only look for entry on lower time frame. On lower time frame, you can see that I did have a cross on the time frame. We did have a little bit of a stop onto the low of previous day. Textbook Tuesday reversal trap for us, which is where they trap the low of previous day on Tuesday, or a previous high, and then go other way. And I took my entry after the bullish engulfing on 30 minutes time frame. So we're looking at it to see what happens. Hope that answered your question, my bro. I'll go back to chart and see. actually cannot close. So this can easily invalidate our setup. No problem. Definition of chaos. I love this. Doesn't look too good right now. Okay, this is much better to look at. To watch on 1 hour time frame, and you can see already that unlike the 30 minutes, in 1 hour we have pretty solid situation which is being respected, both, well, not right now, but can be respected, you know what I mean? We got 5 minutes to candle close. So you can see how the volume actually increased in the market from 9:30. Since 9:30 candle, we're seeing at least candle moving. Before that wasn't really. hourly candle just closed in the most terrible way possible. You can see the analysis. Do go live daily. Yes, I do go live daily starting from today. And guys, one thing you can check it now. Let me show you again. There is no such a drawing or trend line or zones or anything like that in my sessions. I My motto is no drawing, no guessing. That means I will have my DMA acting as a trend and my GPG levels, which I call it Fibonacci, will be acting as zones. Therefore, I do not draw, I do not guess. I will just look at the charts and see what is more probable to happen, and then I just decide based on that. All right. So hope that helps. The links is in the description if you want to check out the Telegram. I have a free book in there, or the indicators. But yeah, you will not see analysis simply because there is no such a analysis for me, as you guys are know, as you guys are used to, I should say. Drawing the zone, adding drawing the trend line, and then add an indicator, and then all that. Not to me. So it's 10 right now, and you can see the market is already acting a little bit to it. I'm gonna take a look at the trades that I have right now. Not bad. It didn't go, it go almost like, let me just back to the charts real quick. So as you can see on 3 hour, we're looking very nice. If this 1 hour, and hopefully this is when you will be seeing why I do this and why I look at 3 hour time frame, and it looks weird, but it's not. You just witnessed on 30 minutes that price went below the levels in DMAs, and in 1 hour closed below both of them, as now is coming right back up. Now, too soon to say because we have another 57 minutes for candle to close on 3 hour, and I might just be live because I'm having fun. I was having a little bit of issue where what do I do for an hour, but now that I'm having fun, I just gonna stay live and see what's gonna play out, how it's gonna play out a little bit more. And yeah, let's this one all bugs, just me. So we can kind of see how it's gonna play out. Alright, let's go back. It's interesting to see how the lower ones. The lack of music is very visible. I usually have my music on during Counter Strike. you guys are going to witness something out of ordinary in my life. First, emotion-free trading. I don't care. Um, oh, let me see the chat. How long do you stay in open trades and do you watch them the entire time? You see how I watch them? You're literally watching live how I watch my trade. I don't play. And I don't really sit and watch my trades. This is literally for the sake of, let me go to chart. They're kidding me. This is literally for the sake of you guys and YouTube having a chart open. But I personally enter the trade and just go do my work. I'm already in my office. You guys not going to be able to see it, but I do have a store, and I'm currently in my office sitting in there playing my video game and trade. So no, I do not watch them the entire time. Um, I would be far gone off from my chart long time ago because I entered like 2 minutes before our live starts, and I usually check it next day. If it's stopped, I will see it next day. If it's still running, I will see it next day again. You know, so. But again, you are going to see something different from other traders. One, I don't draw my charts. I don't guess anything really. It's the game of probability for me. And the tools that I have gives me the more probable situations. So you can see out of all those pairs around, I only like to do AUD USD, right? It's based on my setup. So very selective trading, very mechanical, based on rules and everything, nothing else. And strict risk management as well. Always I risk same percentage in trading accounts. So if I have a trading account that I risk 2% or 3% because some of them are swing, and I take them on daily on the DMAs and then I leave them for like weeks. So those are I risk 2 to 3%, depends, 3% usually. And if I get into a losing strike after 2 months, 3 months, if it's be continuously losing, I would decrease the risk. Other than that, it's very important for me to keep the risk management always the same percentage because that's the only way you mathematically will survive. Okay. So if you have any other questions, let me know. But so the trades, because I took a look at daily. Sorry, looks like it was still here in the CS2. Because I take a trades and I look at them on daily and 3 hour before I even look at the charts to enter, a lot of my trades can take a little longer compared to a regular day trader. It's a hybrid day trade swing. To be honest with you, the best setups that I find, if everything is aligned and trade is actually going to be a profitable trade, it will be done within 3 days. 2 to 3 days, the move is over, you better be off of it because sometimes it will go another 10 15 pips, 20 pips, 30 pips, but it will take a couple more days. You gotta have to pay swap and you gotta have to stay in the trade too, right? So that's the only way I take my trades early. And if I want to show you why that's bad, I took this trade, I took this short here with the stops, something like that, and my take profit originally was here, but I didn't wait it this much. I didn't wait it, how many days is it? Let me see. I didn't waited 40 days and I closed it in here, around here, about 10-12 days before it goes, and this thing didn't give me any other chance to enter, and it dropped almost two times more than what I wanted. um, and if I would just leave the trade running, it would just run, but you can see 2 to 3 days is usually when it really pushes and then plays around for more days until the next 2 to 3 days. So sometimes it just slowly goes down. It's really based on your experience in the market. And based on my experience, 2 to 3 days rush to your favor, get out. Don't stay. If 2 3 days market just push to your favor, close most of your position. There is a 80%, 90% chance price um, just weak out all those who are right, you know. Nice. So I'm gonna go back to the game and charts. Ooh. We have about 3 minutes for 15-minute candle to close. I can put that into 15 minutes real quick. And yep, you can see how it looks in 15 minutes already. Why am I in a server with all bots? Oh, practice. Oh, practice headshot. So my trade is officially on profit right now. Hope yours is too. Do you trade? Do you trade server close same day? Yeah. If I'm really happy with the profit, if I'm super happy with the profit, sometime mostly it's when it's the news. If it's a news and it just um, if it's a news and it just pushed too crazy to my direction, yeah, I close. Why wouldn't? And something I realized, one of my friends nowadays, funded accounts are big things. A lot of people taking challenges and all. I'm not sure if you guys are into that. Honestly, at the time that I started trading, there was only a couple of them, FTMO and Audacity, and I didn't really trust them. Wow, that's so much butt. Oh wow, bad server. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Jeez. 15 minutes. Nice. So let's look at it on 30 minutes. You can't look at it on 30 minutes because it's not closed yet, but I will be showing it to you. Um, Pretty nice session. You learned something about time frames today at least, which is the 3 hour and 30 minutes, where you are going to see them. The 3 hour will kind of the manipulation that happens in candle creation. This is something. Let me fix my camera a little bit so you guys can see. The manipulation that used to happen during the candle creation is eliminated by using 3 hour time frame, because market knows they are, you see, in what is DMA, it's a moving averages that are not used by most of the people because there is a logic behind it and people just copy the number 15, 50, 100, 200, all that mine might be close to those number in some cases and some time frames, but you don't have the averages that I have, and it changes based on time frame, based on a logic. Same goes with the levels, right? The levels are also um, it's something that price creates it, not me. And in terms of time frame, market knows you're looking at 1 hour, you're looking at 4 hour, you're looking at 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and they will behave certain way when they approach. So if they want to close that hourly and they want to induce people to sell, it's not hard for market just to close that candle below. You can call it resistant liquidity zone. The thing is that there is liquidity there. Whether you draw your trend line, you draw your zones, or whatever reason you have in your mind and you thinking price is going down, and all you need is one bearish candle confirmation to end this analysis and execute, market will present it to you. And by having 3 hour time frame, same thing with 4 hour, you might waiting for that 4 hour candle close, because I was doing it. And now in 3 hour, so the 1 hour candle completely came below and then closed below all of them and then coming right back up, right? So this also closed below this kind of a gap, below this zone here. If you draw it, a lot of people would be thinking that if they're looking to sell, this would be their confirmation, and then next candle will come up. um, but in hourly, you're kind of you miss that good entry over there. That's one thing. Or anyway, I'm not gonna explain it extra, but you see the points what I'm trying to show you. So it's a weird time frame, but it sounds nice. 30 minutes, 3 hour. All right. So I'm gonna get on some of my other work too, because my office is officially open and I gotta do some stuff. So the price is up. Okay, we can't stay a little longer. Luckily today is not too busy, so we can kind of okay. Nice. Not nice now. Just give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. look. Looking pretty nice. In 5 minutes, in 6 minutes, we're going to have a close on 30 minutes time frame and another close on 15 minutes. I do love 15 minutes how it comes up. I choose to ignore this cross to the downside because of the fact that guys, I'm 1 second. I'm gonna close the CS2 so we can have more chart now. Great. So yeah, in 15 minutes, I ignore the cross to the downside simply because all other time frames are bullish. The 30 minutes crosses to the upside, the 1 hour crosses to the upside, 3 hour, daily. Even if I be wrong, I choose to be wrong on this, you know. So let's go back to 30 minutes and see, maybe even 15 minutes to watch it. Alright. Make sure to subscribe, guys. And I'm gonna drop the link for our school community. Can we pin? Yes. Nice. Beautiful. So this one. So my office work is starting. But I want to see. Well, I want you guys to see. I know. I can continue to see. Like, so since we're here, let me fix the color. Not sure. 2 minutes for this candle to close. I'm gonna quickly run through the rest. Euro AUD had a sick drop, probably Euro USD2, kind of. You can see not much of a movement on most of the pairs. Nothing crazy today. Tuesday are usually a good day, that's why I put it for this day. I'm quickly going over the rest too. Jesus, is that today? UJ had a breakdown today. And watch the accuracy of GBG levels. I mean, that cannot be joke or coincidence. This is pretty nice. Not once or twice, look at it. These levels are crazily accurate. If you are one of my students that joined years ago and have only DMA, you are missing out. And if you are not part of the school community, you have no access to the new. That's the only way to have access to the indicators, to be part of the community. If you are my students and you have access to, oh, look at that, US30. Jesus. And yeah, let's go back to this 50-second. That's much better. You can see it over there, up there. What do we want to achieve? I don't know what I did. I like this better. You guys can see what is going on in daily. You can see the stop loss placement on 3 hour, and we can watch the 15 minutes. So 15 minutes closed. Not what I like to see. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see. 30 minutes. 30 minutes is all right. It's arguably, it's called railroad track. So we have two type of candles that kind of shows a momentum, confirms the momentum. One is called railroad track, which is just like this. When bodies are pretty much the same thing and closed and open, basically the open of the sell and close of the buy on this case, and on the other way, you know, the reverse of it. They look exactly this close where the other one bought, and it came pretty much. So this is this open here, close here, open here, close here. This is called railroad track. This means market, if you think it's bearish, it's not. So basically it has kind of no, it's, you can't say no momentum. That's one of the reasons I don't really care about railroad track, because it's not really something you can count on. On the other hand, engulfing has a better meaning. Engulfing is where that close is actually a, so the body will eat the other body. So if I have a bearish candle, then a bullish comes, and the previous candle's body can be completely fit into other candle and can be invisible if we put it together. Just like this. So it's open here, closed here, the next one open here, and ate it all the way through. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here in terms of bearish, right? So bullish engulfing, it definitely is the sign of momentum. The railroad track, on the other hand, if you're all looking at like this, if you're looking for a bullish scenario and then you see a bullish railroad, then it can be used as a confirmation. All right. So guys, that is pretty much for today. Um, I don't have time that much to sit and watch the charts, as my office is opening right now and I have to kind of go get to my clients and make sure their needs are done. Hope you all enjoyed this first session, and we are going to come back tomorrow 9. I'm going to schedule the next one right now. Leave a comment, subscribe, and let me know if anything was not to your satisfaction, and I might be able to change it if it's not too hard. Thank you all. Don't draw on your chart.